I I wonder whether you often think about why we're so easily distracted at times. We and the thing is that we all have an inbuilt attention grabbing part of our brain, and it's there to protect us, as all animals have the same thing. We need to have an alarm system to warn us of danger, but in our modern life, the major danger we need when we're sitting at our desks working is to get up and move more often. I turn to Outlook and other reminders off for an hour or so when I'm working, unless I need to make an appointment on time. I make a list of what needs to be done and then I work through it. I love crossing done things off. That's my response to all the modern distractions versus my need to get things done. I need to get up and move every hour, and I do. From the time I wrote out what I wanted to think and wrote a newsletter, and now I'm making a video, I've actually been out to my front porch and I've used my TRX straps and had a really good stretch, which I need to do. But all my life, my mind has wandered off when I need to pay attention. I learned very early that if I sit in the back of a room, I simply don't pay real attention. I disappear off into my own mind. So if I go to meetings and conferences, I always try to get into the front row. When I was in secondary school, there was a system where we had monthly mark readings, and then everyone moved desks and sat in mark order. So the girls in the top of the class had to sit in the back row, and the failures and near failures were in the front. Well, as someone who was short-sighted, slightly deaf and very distractible, I went from the front row to the back row and back each month. They never changed the system to suit. I was just deemed to be lazy. Okay, I don't think I'm generally lazy, but hey, I was lazy. My youngest daughter is quite similar. Not so bad, also short-sighted, and she's deaf in one ear. I knew that right from the time she was born, but she never seemed to be able to be diagnosed as deaf until she was about 13. I remember unsuccessfully arguing with her teacher to let him know that she was not the very average child he had assessed her to be. And she drifted through school until about 2 months before the end of year 12, when she suddenly started to do some work, got the 5 A's she wanted to get her into medical school. Well, we're all hoping for a similar miracle from one of my grandsons who's in year 12. The other side of the coin is that people who have suffered from trauma are much more distractible than the rest of the population. It's called hypervigilance. They've had trauma, so they're always on alert. Mindfulness training and meditation can be wonderful for many people, but they're dangerous for those who've had serious trauma because their nervous systems need to be constantly watching for danger. Our very high levels of community anger at the moment mean that a significant number of people are hypervigilant. This can be treated, although meditation is not the universal answer. I work with trauma because I personally know the incredible difference that proper treatment gives. I had PTSD from my earliest days, and that was worsened by 3 abusive marriages. My life was transformed when I sorted it out, and I love helping others to discover this wonderful change. The look on people's faces after they've got rid of a problem is just so beautiful. To learn more, click on the link below to book a time for complimentary discovery consultation, or just go to the website and do it and click there. Bye.